guys, welcome back. This video is going to be in two parts because I am going to do a cash condensing. I don't know why I can never remember the term people use, but I'm going to condense my envelopes because I do have to get rid of some small bills because last week I depleted my emergency fund, which is where I did have my small bills. And I had to turn in all of my emergency funds to buy my son a computer. So what I did was I took all the small bills, packed them into the envelopes I currently have where I could use them, and took the bigger bills out and so I could deposit those in the bank. So now what I'm going to do is, because it's my husband's second paycheck of the month, I am going to condense the smaller bills into larger bills again. So I'm going to take out some hundreds out of the bank again, but I need to figure out how much I need. So the first thing I'm going to do is empty all my folders. Sorry, envelopes. I am never going to get over calling these things folders. I don't know why. Anyways, so sorry, like I was saying, I'm going to right now empty all of my envelopes. I'm going to empty them all out and then figure out how many 100s and 50s and 20s and everything I'll need, so that I can, what I'm hoping to do is I'm going to take out all of the money for this week's sinking funds and stuffing. I'm going to take it all out in hundreds because I know I need enough, and I know that I have enough small bills to cover it. But what I need to do is I want to deposit some 50s as well, so I can withdraw more hundreds, because where did I put it? I worked it out here. It's a little rough chicken scratch a bit. So what I'm going to need, I went through this and counted up how many of my envelopes have $100 in them in denominations of 50s or 20s or 5s or whatever. And I'll need 24 $100 bills. And then I need, over here, I figured out how many 50s I already have, and how many 50s I will need in the envelopes as well. So I need, I think it was 6 50s. Anyway, so I'll have 36 50s that I'm going to be returning to the bank. It'll be $1,800, and with that and the that'll be $2,400 bills. So that is what I will need. It'll work out, I'm sure. I don't remember exactly what I did here. But what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to empty all of my envelopes and put the money to the side. I'm going to divide it all up. And in the second part of this video, which I will be filming, like I'm filming this right now a little bit ahead of time. I'm filming this on Sunday the 16th, so the day that I get paid. I'm working ahead. So I'm going to film this part now. Part 2 will be the day my husband gets paid, and I will go to the bank and take out the money I need. So this part is just the dividing the money up. And then on that part of the video, I will hopefully have my cash folder as well, because that's supposed to be coming on Monday, this coming Monday, so tomorrow. And then we will restuff the envelopes with the correct denominations and hopefully with the minimum amount, and see what we're left with small bills that, again, I'll put those back into my emergency fund again, whatever we have left over to put in there. Okay, so that is part 1 of this video. Will be emptying these envelopes. So I'm going to do that now. I have all the figures already written down on my Excel sheet, as you know, so hopefully when I put the money back in, it will all balance out. So this one here needed a 50. I went through ahead of time just to count up how many of the 50s and 100s I needed. So I'm going to take all these out, and we're going to put all the 5s and 10s and 20s together, and 50s and 100s, and hopefully they'll all fit on the screen this time. Everything's coming out. So I was going to do this anyways, but I thought I might as well put it on video because I might as well capture it, part of the process. So there's all those 5s. More 10s. I could have done this tomorrow when I do get the cash tray. It would have probably been a little bit more neat. I do have my $1,000 slip that I'm going to keep into my house maintenance, because I don't need to keep that out for any reason. It's not real. And then I'm going to take all the 5s and 10s and 20s together, and 50s and 100s, and hopefully they'll all fit on the screen this time. Everything's coming out. So I was going to do this anyways, but I thought I might as well put it on video because It's just a placeholder. Clothing can come out. Some of these are already broken down into the smallest denominations, but I'm just going to redo them all at the same time. So I know there's one person, I'm trying to think of who it is, that kind of does this on a regular basis. They empty their envelopes and then they put all their money in their cash tray and then refill them again. If I catch one of her videos before I post this, I'll link her below. I'm not sure, I don't remember exactly who it was now. But yeah, I'm just going to, and yeah, because I remember she had an issue with the ATM. I think it was a Canadian girl. She had an issue with the ATM because she had a bunch of fives that she was depositing back into the ATM because she was, you know, condensing all her small bills. And the ATM actually ate some of her fives, so her amounts didn't come out exactly right. And so I'm always afraid of that happening. So I'm trying to, every time I go to an ATM, I'm going to try to only put in big bills and try to keep my little bills at home, and then use them up weekly as I have been doing, just to avoid that. If I can keep the money out, if I don't need to put it back in the bank. So that one is empty. And I'll go into my other one here. And maybe I'll stop talking and shut my mouth and I can speed this up a bit because this might be boring. Okay, so that is everything. That is everything in my envelopes and all of my sinking funds, all of my binders. That is everything I have. So what you'll see on the next part of this video is I will be sorting them going by my Excel sheet, which maybe I'll put it up on the screen to see if I can do that so that you guys can follow along, because I'm not sure that the tablet thing worked well for me. And plus I have all of the different, every sinking fund that I'll be refilling. So I'll do that on the next part of this video. So what you'll see when this comes back is more hundreds, less 50s, and the rest of it. I'll try to figure it out off camera, how much each envelope's gonna need, so I know how many of these little bills to keep, and I will put a couple of them back into the ATM, I'm sure. Also, just for fun, I'm just going to scroll down on my sheet here. I'm going to count this money right now just to see how much, if I am accurate with my Excel sheets, and to how much money I'm supposed to have in my total current balance of everything. So my total current balance on my Excel sheet currently lists me having 5,000. Let me just take paper here. $5,525 is what I should have right now, in everything combined, because that's under my total current. So I'm going to count this up and see if it comes to this much, if it comes to more, comes to less. I'm just really curious if I've been keeping things on track. So again, I'm going to do that on camera. I will speed that up, so I'm not going to bother babbling. Okay, so I've finished counting it all. And one thing I didn't take into account is I do have the two $1,000 slips included on this. So if we're going to minus those two out, so take out the two 1,000s. Doing this upside down. That's right. So it should come out to 300, which I will figure out right now on my calculator. So we have 300 plus 500 plus 500 plus 500 plus 600 plus 500 plus 320 plus 70 plus 100 plus 110. And I am $25 short according to this. So I've got 3,500 in here. I wonder where there's an extra 25 that's not showing. I guess we'll figure that out when we go to restuff the envelopes. So yeah, as of right now, I've got $25 shy of what I have on my Excel sheet. So all of this, I'm going to keep it out. Some of this will be out, some of this will be put back into the envelopes. I'm just going to figure out how much I need in each envelope and how much of this can go back to the bank to be exchanged for, well, I obviously have a couple hundreds already, for hundreds, because that's what I'll need to use to condense. So I'm going to take, I have 3 100s now, and however many more I need, I'm going to figure that out. And on the second part of this video, we'll be restuffing, and hopefully I'll have the exact funds, or $25 short like this shows, and I'll have to figure out my Excel sheet where I have an extra 25. Okay, so I will see you on part 2. Hey guys, it's Tracy Cashes in, back again for part 2 of my unstuffing, restuffing video, and I got all my money from the bank, and we are going to now restuff these envelopes with the larger denomination, so it was condensing there. Okay, so as I do this, I'm going to split up the money first, and here it is, my new cash tray. It's lovely. That I got off of Amazon.ca, and it's also on Amazon.com. I will link that below. Yeah, that just came on Monday, just as I expected. And hopefully that'll make my money a little bit more smooth to sort through, because my desk is really slippery, and so this money did just not want to stay put. Also, I was watching back my footage from part 1, and I am going to really focus on not saying so much, because you just don't realize when you're doing something like that until you watch something back and you hear it every other second. Okay, so I'm going to concentrate on not doing that. Can't guarantee it won't happen, but I'm going to try. Okay, so we'll start with this envelope, this binder. And sorry, these envelopes are kind of wonky. They're not filled. I don't know why mine curl up so much. Maybe it's the lighter binder I am getting. The ones I'm getting are more hard covered, like this one. The ones I didn't mention them, but I'm getting actually 2 more. I ordered one. They're both coming from China, so they're both going to be a while. But oh, there it goes again. Oh. Anyways, let's get going. So Valentine's Day should have a current total of $20. So we'll put 20 in there. March break should have $40. Oh, why these are so hard to stuff. Sorry, it's going to bug me. It's in the way of the zipper. Also makes it a little harder. I just did my nails, and I just know I'm going to wreck them. This is the second time I've done them today. I did them earlier, and then I had a printer issue with trying to print something off, and so I was getting some paper unjammed from there, and my nails just got totally demolished because they were still sort of wet. And so I had to do them a second time. So now I've just done them again. I'm trying to be gentle and not get them all smudged up again. So Easter will be getting $20, current total. Taxes should have 50. Disney Plus doesn't have anything yet because it's a new one. Amazon Prime is at 80, and this one I will have to be taking out soon because it's due this month. So 80. I will probably be emptying this one out before my first stuffing of June. So that one will be empty. Zeke's birthday is still empty because we used up that for his computer. Anniversary gets 40. Canada Day has 50. And I probably should have waited a little bit to do this, then my nails would have been dry and it wouldn't have been so happened to be so delicate with these things, but I'm a little tired and anxious to count this, so you know how it is. You know how it is. You don't want to wait. So this Zeta's birthday gets 275. So we have 250, 75. Michael's birthday gets 100. Car insurance should have 250. 100, 250. License plates have 235. And as you'll notice, I do have some more 10s now. I got over my fear of going into the banks. Well, actually, most of the banks were still, the one I used was not giving out cash. You had to use the ATMs. But then the other bank I found that you can get cash from. I've actually been in there. I'm kind of have a little bit of a phobia about going out in public too much right now too with all this going on. I'm not really scared of getting the virus. It's just the surroundings and the masks and stuff. It just all makes me uncomfortable. And if I don't have to go out, I just don't. And I work from home, so I don't go out a lot. It's mostly on the weekends just for groceries, and I don't really go many other public places. Zola's birthday gets 200. But I have ventured into the bank to get some 10s. Otherwise, I would have just used the bank machine to get the rest of the bills. And I have a large stockpile of 5s because I couldn't get 10s before. So that's 200 for Zola. And Halloween will be getting 125. And I'm trying to make this video a little bit shorter than the last one. I am so sorry, everybody. I did not realize I was rambling so much, and I don't know. My last video was just so long, and I can't believe it. Anybody tuned in to watch it because it was so long. Tracy's birthday gets 100. So I really don't want to drag this one out as long because nobody needs to sit through that. Oh. So home insurance gets 180, 150, 170, 180. Christmas gets 600. Oh, it's so nice to see these things filled again. They were so sad seeing them empty. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just going to recount those because some of them they stick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is 6. 600 for Christmas. I'm hoping to save for the whole year before next Christmas $1,200, because we had the whole family to buy for, and this is for everything. It's for all the Christmas gifts and any other expenses that come along at Christmas time. New Year's we had 80. Now I'm hoping I calculated this right, because I'm out of tens now, and I thought I went over this to make sure I had the right amount, so we'll see. Costco has 40. And property taxes have 400. So another 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is this binder done. Okay, and we'll move on to the second one. So in here we have car maintenance, and that is 75. 50, 75. Car payment, I still haven't put anything in that yet. That one is not a big priority right now, because I do make car payments monthly. It's just, actually bi-weekly. That was just for extras, but I think I've got enough stuff split up for now. House maintenance had 75. Did it have 75? No, sorry, it had 1,325. So there's the 1,000 to 325. Clothing had 20. And see, something here didn't work out, because pets should have 50. And all I have left is 100 here. So, sorry, it's loud. I'm just going to go into my other bills here. Yeah, I do have another 50 here. So pets gets 50. Passports doesn't have anything yet. Travel, we gave it 20. See, I'm not sure what happened here. I had all my money split up. Maybe I went into the wrong pile. See, this is proof. I went over this about 3 times filling these money things up, and I had it exactly right. And as soon as the camera rolls, everything goes wrong. It never fails. So we got 28 for travel. Where are we at now? Okay, now we're at the kids' savings. So Zeke doesn't have anything because he used it on his computer. The girls each had 5, so it's 2 5s. And mortgage extra had 100, so that looks like that part worked out fine. Yeah, it was just a couple, the 50 and the 20 that were off. That's weird. So I swear I went through this and made sure I had all the right denominations. But luckily I had another stash off to the side that is going to be replenishing my emergency fund and my buffer. So I did make a new envelope for buffer, and buffer is just how I told you I was taking money out of my emergency fund for splitting up bills and whatnot. I'll just keep that in my buffer and keep an actual amount in my emergency envelope. Okay, so let me see what we have left now. This is a pile that I don't know where it even came from. This was just kind of stuff that was condensed. I kept my 5s out because I didn't want to have to go to a bank and get more 5s out. Kept the extra 10s I needed, and there was just a couple. Not sure where this came from. I know I took out an extra about 250 today because I got a little bit of extra money. But this is more than that, and I knew I had about 105s already. So I don't know, this seems like we have a lot more. I'm going to put some of this in the emergency fund now, and then the rest will go into the buffer. So we got 100, 200, 300, 350, 400. 1, 2, 3, 50, 400 here. 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Sorry, I've got such a bad memory. 3, 400, 500. So that's 500 there. Maybe that's good for the emergency fund. Let's start back up with 500, and then the rest of this, I'm not even going to count it right now because I'm just going to keep it as a surprise, and it will go into my buffer folder, just or envelope, just so that I'll have some extra 5s if I need to break something up. And 10s, because those are the ones that don't come out of the bank machines, so I can always take out bigger ones. Oh, that is shut on me. There we go. These things. So we have $500 now in our emergency fund. I'm just going to mark that down on my tracker sheet. There we go. And the rest of this is going into the buffer, and we don't need to know how much that is. Now that concludes this video of my stuffing, restuffing, condensing. So part 1 and part 2. And I will be back with you with my husband's paycheck. So it will be pay number 4 for May, and he just got paid today, and so I didn't want to put it all together in one video because that's a lot. Like I said, the last one was so long. I wanted to give you guys a break so you don't have to watch hours and hours of me rambling and messing things up. So this is good for now. That's both of them done. My new cash tray, which worked out really well. And hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And leave a comment below and let me know what you think. Thank you all for tuning in, and I'll see you later.